Hello students, from science 2 portion I am going to start with chapter number 4. The name of the chapter is environment management. So the first subtopic of the chapter is ecosystem. Now in your last class in 9th standard, you all have seen a little bit about this topic. You know what is food pyramid, food chain. So this topic is relevant to the same topic but little more in detail. Now for this chapter, when you will be listening to my video, please refer the textbook also for the diagrams and the flow chart. So we'll start with the first subtopic, that is ecosystem. Now when you talk about ecosystem, it's also related with environment. They are not two different things. The difference between them is that ecosystem is a part of environment. Environment is a broad spectrum. For example, when you consider environment, it can be environment of Pune city. Now this environment of Pune city is made up of many ecosystems. Like for example, ecosystem of some particular place like Shivaji Nagar. In that particular area of Shivaji Nagar, again there will be different ecosystem. If there is some water body in that particular area, that would be a separate ecosystem, water ecosystem. So many ecosystems together combine an environment. Now this environment and ecosystem have something in common. What's that thing? The factors. Factors means what this environment or ecosystem is made up of. For example, when you talk about your environment, what would you think about? If I ask you, what is the environment around you? The common answer that we would expect would be things that are around us. Now when you say things around us, that means you are talking about both living and non-living things, right? So living things in scientific term are called as biotic and non-living things are called as abiotic. So these are the two things which are common in every ecosystem and environment. Every environment and every ecosystem will be made up of these two factors, the biotic factors and the abiotic factors. Living things, non-living things. Clear? Now, to understand better about this relationship between the ecosystem and environment, how they are related and how they are formed, you have to consider food chain. I hope you all remember the food pyramid, energy pyramid and the food chain. Refer your textbook, page number 36. There's a small simple diagram of food chain which you have already studied in 9th standard. Now in this food chain, you know what elements are included, what are the parts. The producers, that means the trees, green plants. Primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, and then finally decomposers. We all have studied this in detail, so I'm going to go a little bit faster with this food chain topic. Now, in this food chain, we call it as a chain because you know the process is repeated. Now in this food chain, the producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers and the decomposers are equally important because each one of them forms a food for the other group of organisms. The green plants form food of herbivores that are primary consumers. Primary consumers form the food of carnivores, that is secondary consumers, and so on. Finally, when the apex consumers or tertiary consumers die, they get decomposed with the help of decomposers or bacteria, microorganisms. So, though these microorganisms don't actually come in contact with us directly, but we are benefited with them. And each and every member of this food chain is equally important because their number and their process of living, that means for their living they are dependent on the other previous group of animals or plants. This maintains a balance in the natural environment and ecosystem. Okay, and if the balance is maintained, then only the earth can sustain and we can live. We are going to see this more in detail in the further topics. Next, now related to this food chain, there is a term given in your related to this food chain, there is a term given in your textbook. Those are Sanskrit words. Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. What does this mean? This means that every living organism is responsible for giving life to the other living organism. In simple words, every group of living organism, forms a food to the other group of organism. That means, in short, they are talking about the food chain. Okay.